She's been in the world for 10 years, she's loved by the world, and she loves the world right back. So, in grand comic book tradition, let's find out how we can screw it all up! Enter Geoff Johns. Now, an admission here. I love Geoff Johns' work. He was fantastic with the Justice Society, he has original ideas and concepts that I would never have even begun to dream of, and he got me interested in comics outside of the Titans. But the man cannot write Wonder Woman to save his life! I don't get what his problem is with her, but he really doesn't understand the character. Every time he writes her, she's espousing nonsense and promotes this idea that Wonder Woman is some perfect individual who thinks she's perfect and needs to get brought down to us ordinary folks. And it's bullcrap. Diana never claimed to be better than anyone. She was kind, good-hearted, and she did everything in her power to try to make other people's lives better. So anyway, the story in question. In 2005, Geoff Johns wrote a sequel series to Crisis on Infinite Earths called Infinite Crisis. In the build-up to it, Superman became ineffectual, although I blame that more on Chuck Austen writing it more than anything though. Batman became a paranoid lunatic who set up a satellite array to monitor the superheroes of the world, and in order to save Superman's life, Wonder Woman murdered a hero-turned-villain named Maxwell Lord. That image of her killing him was transmitted to the world, and suddenly everyone was afraid of Wonder Woman and the Amazons. You know how in Marvel, people will turn on their heroes at the drop of a hat? Well, that's what happened here with Diana. To once again make a long story short, the Amazons had to flee from the world and Wonder Woman would never be able to be with them again. She went on some bullcrap find yourself mission and came out of it deciding to adopt a secret identity. And how did she decide to become a closer part of the world? What profession would she hold that would make her closer to the poor, ordinary human beings that apparently she didn't connect with? A secret agent in a tight white jumpsuit. Of course, it makes perfect sense. So yeah, DC started off the book and it made some waves. However, to make matters worse, they made the writer of the book Alan Heinberg, who's a good writer, but it takes him forever to write anything. And so the opening storyline for the book, a mere 5 issues, took over a year to finally be completed. And even then, the storyline wasn't completed in the main book. So out with Heinberg and in with famed author Jodi Picoult. She really didn't get Wonder Woman, writing her as someone who had just stepped off the boat to America. Wonder Woman couldn't pump gas, didn't know how to use a credit card, and basically was a complete moron. She wrote a freaking book! She was an ambassador for crying out loud! So here we are. The Amazons are gone, Wonder Woman has been set up as a complete dingbat in her own book, and DC wants to have another summer crossover event book with tie-ins, despite the fact that Infinite Crisis was barely over a year old. And thus, Amazons Attack was born. The one good thing that has come out of this malarkey is that Gail Simone is now writing Wonder Woman. I highly recommend this book as it is now. People want me to recommend a good book? This one. Hunt down any book written by Gail Simone, in particular her Wonder Woman stuff. Her first storyline is collected and called Wonder Woman: The Circle. Get it now! It has Gorilla Knights in it and Wonder Woman fighting Nazis! Seeing as March is Women's History Month in the United States, I hope this history lesson into the greatest superheroine ever has been helpful and that the review of the comic itself meets your expectations. And since I'm taking on a whole mini-series of mini-intelligence, I have no choice but to train myself in preparation. Time for a training montage, people! Stop making up the same character over and over again! Apple Computer's lawsuit in 5, 4, 3... Objective 5! I can think of over 500 reasons this comic blows! Cold. This comic sucks! This comic sucks! This comic sucks! This comic sucks! All these comics Okay, clearly my unique physique as a comic book nerd does not lend itself well to Rocky Balboa training montages. But the good thing about being a geek, though, you get creative. Let's go. Take two. Amazon's attack. I'm all lined up and I'm ready for you. Come on, give me your best shot. What can you do, huh? I got all this go.
What you say? That you only meant well, 'cause you did. What you say?
What, you really think I'm going to do a Dear Sister parody? For crying out loud, I do comic books, not lame Saturday Night Live sketches. Oh, and a very special thank you to Dumpster Tech for the improved lighting.
Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman.
All the world is waiting for you and the power you possess.